Hello class, so welcome to week 13. There's only 2 weeks left. Hey, so Literary Southwest on Friday, wasn't that amazing? It was really enjoyable. Chitra Divakaruni was an excellent reader. In the past, readers usually just kind of stand behind the podium, but she took the mic and she worked the floor, and she kind of had like a mini writing lesson, which writers don't typically do, but it was really refreshing. She had some really great advice for writers. One was don't ever assume that you have to be an excellent writer from day one. Right? She said for a long time she was a closet writer. She kind of kept it a secret, and she was awful. She said it, I didn't, but she said she was awful, and the only reason she got better is because she practiced. Why do we do so much writing in this class? Weird. Another thing is she said that the only way to get better is to revise. Weird. Keep that in mind. I'll talk about that more in a second. Other things she said, with my little list here, don't quit your day job. Well, that's kind of true. Keep practicing your writing, and she also said eavesdrop. Also kind of refreshing, right? Because we as writers already kind of eavesdrop, but she said that in Mistress of Spices, which was her first book, most of the stories that she writes into it were things that she'd eavesdropped at parties, and so she said the next time she went to a party, people stopped talking around her, which I think is kind of funny. Anyway, so it was a wonderful reading. It was great to see a couple of you. Thanks for coming over and saying hi. Wish I would have had time to talk to more of you, but you know, that's the hard part about teaching an online class is, you know, I only get to see you all in person one night for like 15 minutes. It's okay. We'll see each other again. Okay, some upcoming work. Remember that thing I said about revision? Yeah, keep that in mind because your revision for your story is due on Monday. Dun dun dun! So that's Monday the 21st at noon. The expectation, and of course you can read the assignment under assignment, so you can read the specs, but my focus for you is that you rewrite it from the beginning without even looking at it. Oh, I know that sounds terrifying, but trust me on this. Your writing will be better when you completely scrap everything you've written and you rewrite it. It will be better. Does that mean that you can't have a couple of lines that resemble other lines? No. But naturally there's going to be lines that resemble other lines. But when you completely start from the beginning and write afresh, what happens is the stuff that's less important falls by the wayside, and the stuff that's really important sticks in the draft. And that's what you want. You don't want your draft clogged with a bunch of empty mechanical movements. You want a draft that is really passionate and beautiful and important. So 10 pages, not 15 this time, you have 10 pages. So you're kind of forced to rewrite because you have to find a way to say what you want to say in 10 pages. I know it sucks, but it's wonderful and you'll love me for it. Mwah! Yeah, I'm kidding. Okay, other things. Your post-assessment survey is due. You remember this thing? You did this at the beginning of the semester? Yeah, you need to do that again. Also due on Monday at noon. Easiest thing you'll ever do for me. You put X's in the right boxes and then you save it and turn it in. So you can do that now. Get it out of the way so you don't have to worry about it. Another thing is the reflective essay. So you have 3 assignments due total on Monday. 1 is the revision, 2 is the survey, 3 is the reflective essay. Now what do you want for a reflective essay? Okay, the reflective essay is about a page and a half of your remarks on how the semester has gone. So, you know, how did you handle the book? How did you handle the details posts? How did you handle the shorts every week? How did you handle reading people of the book? How did you handle your 15-page manuscript that is now only 10 pages? Things like that. So I want to see what you've learned this semester. I want you to have an opportunity to think about your writing and to think about things that you've picked up, maybe things that you're still kind of struggling with. That's okay. But just be honest. If you are completely stuck and you have no idea what to talk about, there are a list of questions on the assignment specs under assignments. So all of you, make sure you click on the assignment specs so you can check out those questions and you at least have some place to start with. It's narrative. So it's first person. It's just a conversation between you and me, and it's a page and a half. Okay. Okay, a couple of you have already been asking about packet 2. That isn't due until a week from Monday, which is the 28th. If you want to go ahead and start working on it now, you can. You have a lot of work due this week, though, so if it were me, I would wait until next week. But if you absolutely can't wait, there are packet specs on the assignment listed on Blackboard, and then, of course, I will talk about the packet next Monday or next week in the next week's video, so that you know what's expected of packet 2. But yeah, you've got a lot of work to do. I mean, we're getting into the last couple weeks of the semester, so you have, I mean, this week you have the revision, the survey, and the essay. My brain stopped. And then next week you have the packet. So take it in baby steps. Take your time with all of these things. Don't rush through the end. You still have some time. And then, of course, you have 3 discussion boards due this week, 2 due tomorrow. Your 2 tomorrow are on the reading, of course, and on the details. And then let me just take a look at the one due Sunday, because I think I know what it is, but I don't want to say the wrong thing in case it's not. Okay, so it's a short revision, which is what I thought it was. What you're doing is you're going to take a short, either from packet 1 or from everything you've written since packet 1, and you are going to revise it. Completely rewrite it, just like the thing with the revision, only it's not 10 pages. Yeah, just completely rewrite it. A couple of you were kind of wondering, like, well, what should I pick for the revision? Just keep in mind that whatever you do, I want you to pick your short that you think is the roughest. Whether it's something you turn in for the packet, whether it's something that, you know, you've done, it's been a long time, maybe it's the first short you ever did in the class. It doesn't matter. I want you to take your roughest short and to completely rewrite it. All right, that should be good. We'll talk to you next week.